Well, hello again, all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. John and Ellie back at you with another beer review. And today I am looking at Lagunitas Little Something Extra Ale. This is a limited release. It comes out every year around the same time. This one is 8.7% alcohol by volume, 72.51 IBUs. And it is brewed by Lagunitas Brewing Company out of Petaluma, California, and now Chicago, Illinois. So I've had this beer before, but it has been quite a while. I love Lagunitas. I've had a lot of their beers. One of the few beer companies that puts out a lot of hoppy beers that I really, really like because I'm not the biggest hop head, but something about the hop varieties that Lagunitas uses and the way that they just make their beer, they do it very, very well. And some of the better hoppier beers, in my opinion, come from Lagunitas. So let's go ahead and give this thing a pour. It's a nice golden color, maybe a little bit of haze to it. It's got a nice, thick, creamy, slightly off-white head. Really, really good looking collar foam there. So let's get the nose on this thing. Very hoppy, but it's like a light, refreshing type hop smell. It's not super dank and resinous. Get some citrus, some grapefruit. There's a little bit of piney. There's some piney notes in there as well, but they're not as prominent as the citrus, the light, nice citrus aroma that you get. Maybe a little breadiness, barley malt, but of course the hops are the first thing that really jump out at you. It smells like a really nice hoppy ale, so let's just go ahead and get into this thing and see what we've got here. Cheers, everybody. Definitely a lot of citrus on the palate. Initially, you get some lemon and grapefruit citrus. The carbonation is light to medium. Light to medium mouthfeel as well. It's definitely not heavy though. Actually, it's probably more towards medium just because the ABV being elevated at 8.5 and it is super hoppy. But you could guzzle this down if you wanted to. It's not boozy. It finishes semi-dry. Of course, there's a very nice hop bite at the end. And this is more, like I said before, this is more of a citrus hop flavor profile. There is a little bit of pininess in there as well, but it's not really jumping out at you like the citrus is. A really, really enjoyable beer. Lagunitas has done it again. This is great. Um, it is pretty hoppy. 72.51. I mean, that is pretty high on the IBU scale, but it's not overly hoppy. It is balanced. It's a delicious beer. Any other brand at 72.51 that might kind of turn me away because that is very, very hoppy. But the hop varieties that they use come together nicely, and it feels like it's just very balanced. That 8.5%, like I said, is masked very well. It's not boozy at all. Very, very delicious. Pretty refreshing, especially considering that higher ABV. and that's about it. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a rating. I think it's about a 92 out of 100. It is excellent. But for me, I mean, it's a little hoppier than I would like. However, the hops that they use come together nicely, and you get a lot of nice, complex depth of flavor. So I highly recommend that you go out and buy it. It was $4.99 for this 22-ounce bomber. So Lagunitas is very reasonably priced craft beer at 8.5%, $4.99 for a big 22-ounce bottle. I think that was a heck of a deal. The beer is definitely quality. 92 out of 100. So that'll do it for this beer review, guys. Until next time, cheers.